are the changes associated with the parking lot.
Okay, second. Thank you.
49, authorize implementation of the Mobile County Low-Cost Spay and Neuter Assistance Program pending legal review.
So moved.
Second.
50, authorize advertising requests for proposals for veterinary services for the Mobile County Low-Cost Spay and Neuter Assistance Program.
So moved.
Second.
51, approve contract amendment number 2 to the Mobile County Park Initiative contract with Kimley Horn and Associates to add conceptual design and programming for Escatawba Hollow Park and Campground North access. The contract associated with the cost associated with the contract amendment will be reimbursed by the Blue Way Restore grant.
So moved.
Second.
52, approve professional services engagement with Wilkins Miller to provide accounting consulting services at an amount not to exceed $12,500 per month for a maximum of 6 months, and authorize the commission president to sign letter of engagement pending legal review.
So moved.
Second.
53, accept resignation letter from Curtis Toomey and approve reappointment of Jerry Willis to serve a 4-year term as the board of director of the Turnerville Fire and Protection District.
So moved.
Second.
54, approve assigning contract for professional engineering services for project City of Pritchard Streets resurfacing Callioca Road and College Parkway to Driven Engineering, and approve releasing Mott McDonald, Alabama from task construction engineering and inspection and construction materials testing of their contract for project Callioca Road and College Parkway resurfacing.
So moved.
Second.
55, approve assigning contract for professional geotechnical engineering services for project City of Pritchard Streets resurfacing Callioca Road and College Parkway to Terracon.
So moved.
Second.
56, authorize acquisition of property and acceptance of right-of-way deeds and easements for property owners for the projects as follows.
So moved.
Kim, are we getting, I see another Lumpkin Road track on there. Are we getting close to finishing that acquisition on those?
We are. We have one outstanding, and that is the school board, and we have been working with them, and we're close to getting that approved by the school board. So, yes,
All right.
sir.
I just asked because I know that there's supposed to be a school eventually, if you can get the school board to build it, once we get those approved and get the road paved.
Yes.
So I was just curious how close we were.
Yeah, we're close on right of way, and then we'll go into utility relocation next, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I know that. I bring it up because it's a much needed. I mean, we have, obviously, I talk about it all the time, but we have the highest enrolled middle school in the state of Alabama that's being served in that area, and then the second highest enrolled high school in the entire state in that area. That it's vital that we get this. Not this isn't about really you guys and your job. It's really about getting done so the school board can give us an answer as to how long it'll take them to build a school out there to kind of relieve Causey Middle School and Baker High School, along with everything else that's going on in that area with subdivisions being approved every day for new houses, so which is going to increase the amount of students at these schools. So anyway, I was just curious about that, how close we were. So second.
57, adopt resolution consenting to annexation of portions of the public street as follows. Maple Ridge Drive, bounded by the territories annexed to the city of Saraland pursuant to city ordinances requested by GIS system.
So moved.
Second.
58, approve proposed plat only of the subdivision as follows. Bow Point subdivision.
So moved.
Second.
59, approve proposed plat only of the subdivision as follows. This private road subdivision and the roads within the subdivision will not be accepted by Mobile County for maintenance.
So moved.
Six-
Uh,
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to say what I'm going to say about private road subdivisions. Once again, I dislike them. Really, I hate them. Just this morning, I'm getting an email from a private road subdivision that was approved 20 years ago. And I know 20 years from now that this one we're approving today, whoever might be sitting in this seat will be having to say the same thing I'm saying. People buy these lots and build homes in these private road subdivisions sometimes, and at their own fault, I guess, but maybe not knowing that they're in a private road subdivision. And again, today I'm getting a call from a subdivision for some people in a subdivision that's 20 years old. The roads are deteriorating because they're not built to the county standards, and that's why these people doing these subdivisions ask the county to approve them as a private road subdivision. The problem is that it's sometimes people don't understand that they're building a house basically on a private driveway, which means that the county can't come in later and do anything on that road. I mean, and it's hard for people to understand that they're citizens of Mobile County and they pay taxes. Why the county won't assist them, and I'm having that same issue again this morning with a subdivision. And I know we have very little option to deny these developers these subdivisions, but again, I'm just saying, I think we should look at the legislature or whoever we need to look at about approving these private road subdivisions. They're a problem. They've always been a problem. They're always going to be a problem. And I'll say again, the only reason that a developer wants to build a private road subdivision is because he knows or she knows they're not going to build these roads to the county standards, and we're not going to accept them into our inventory for future maintenance. It's the only reason why they do it. And so, and it shows because all of these neighborhoods, when they're built to a private road standard, they're falling apart in 15 to 20 years. So with that said, I'll second the motion.
I'm not sure how we would remedy that other than to prohibit building private roads or private subdivisions, period. I mean,
I don't either, and that it'd be a question from Jay to find out, if it's something that requires legislative action or what. I just know that, and I think Ricky would have, maybe he wouldn't. Maybe I should ask Ricky. He was a public works director. Daniel's here. He's the deputy public works director, and Kim's here. I think every one of them, maybe they wouldn't. I'll ask each of you. Would you agree with me that the reason why developers do this is because they're not going to build the road to county standards for us to accept? I mean, that's really the only reason I could think of they would do it.
We do have a county standard even for private roads.
But it doesn't meet the standard of a public road.
It's not what we build for ours.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know I don't know how to resolve the issue. And then this isn't really about me because I'll be probably dead before these roads become an issue for the county, or not for the county because they're not an issue they're an issue for the people who buy homes on these roads. And so Jay, maybe that's something we can discuss, talk to see if we even have the authority to deny it. I don't even know that we have the authority, just like a regular subdivision. We don't have a whole lot of leadway on denying those, but maybe it's something you could.
Continuing problem with other roads that are in existence now that are private and people want to build on them. A lot of things we're going to work through and come chat with y'all about.
I've got probably right now I got a brand new one this morning, an email. It's a nice subdivision. It's nice homes in the subdivision, but the roads are deteriorating and the people in there just don't understand why the county
Right.
won't come in and fix it. And I have to explain to them that it's, my driveway is 600 foot long, but it's my driveway and it's private property and it's hard for them to but right now, I know of about 4 in my district that were approved many years ago that now I'm having to deal with.
I think we've all encountered that, and people, you're right, they don't understand. They come back, they want the county, they demand that the county
Yeah.
maintain it and improve it, but it is private property, which makes it illegal.
Yeah.
So it does create a situation down the road, and I don't, if there's a remedy, I'm happy to look at it.
Yeah.
I don't, but
If
I don't
it,
know
if it
exactly
takes
what it is.
legislative action, Jay, that's fine. If it's just if it's a proclamation or a resolution or a change in our, the way we approve them, then however it needs to be done. I've never liked a private road subdivision personally.
So is it designated on the plat that this is a private road and the county will never maintain it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I don't know whether they see that, in years past, some developers would tell them that the county was going to do it. I don't know that that's still happening, but some way to put them on notice going in that that's going to be their road and they're going to be responsible for it.
Yeah.
At a minimum,
Right.
to make sure that they're notified.
Right. And I think the problem is they refuse to understand that. They don't believe it. And it is rather expensive at some point, especially when it's deteriorated pretty
Yeah.
badly. So, yeah, it's a bad situation all the way
Yeah.
around.
Ricky, I don't know why anybody would buy a house in a private road subdivision. But specifically anybody that's a public works director.
I know it. I know it.
But I'm glad you live in my district. Thank you for living in my district.
Would you like to move to item 60, Mr. Kerr?
Item 60. Approve proposed and final plats of subdivisions as follows.
So moved?
Second.
61, approve easement underground from the County of Mobile to Alabama Power Company across Lot 3, Lee's Lane subdivision, Phase 1, for the underground transmission and distribution of electric and communication facilities within the Mobile County Soccer Complex. Also authorize the President of the Commission to execute the said easement document on behalf of the Commission.
So moved?
Second.
62, authorize advertising and receiving bids for project Mount Vernon Streets resurfacing.
So moved?
Second.
63, approve Adopt-A-Mile program application from Alfonso Wright on behalf of Mavilla Church of God Pentecostal for the adoption of the segment of Spice Pond Road from the intersection of US Highway 45 and Spice Pond Road westward for 1 mile.
So moved?
Second.
64, authorize advertising and receiving bids for project Kelly Road Grade Drain Base and Pave.
So moved?
Second.
65, approve assigning contract for professional consultant services for Jeremiah A. Denton Airport to Michael Baker International, subject to legal review, and authorize the designated official representative of the Mobile County Commission to execute said contract.
So moved?
Second.
66, approve statement of work with OpenGov providing for cloud-based solutions for tracking permit requests submitted to the engineering department, which includes a module that will integrate with existing software in the amounts and time periods listed below, pending legal review.
So moved?
Second.
67, commission announcements and/or comments.
I want to go back and clarify one thing. It's not that I care to deal with private roads, subdivisions, because that's what I do. I deal with that stuff all day long. The whole purpose behind what I was saying is I really sympathize with the people who who live on these roads and sometimes don't even realize that the county's not going to maintain their road. So I don't want it to seem like I didn't want it to seem like that I have some issue with dealing with it, but it's just that I think sometimes, particularly, when anybody here that's bought a house, you go sit before a title company and you have a stack of papers a mile deep and you sign your name about 1,000 times. And I think sometimes, particularly if you're a younger couple or younger people buying a home, you're just excited about buying a home. I don't think anybody in this room who's ever bought a house has sit down and read, other than maybe Commissioner Ludgood, she probably does. But I don't think anybody has ever read every document that you're signing when you buy a house. And somewhere stuck in those documents, there's some documentation that I'm sure says this is a private road and the county won't be maintaining it. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify. It's not, I don't mind dealing with it. And I just sympathize with, I don't want people to have to deal with it. The people that live in my district, I don't want them 20 years from now having to deal with the issues that come with that. So I just wanted to clarify that.
You have one other thing you want to talk about? Greek Fest.
I think Cherie's gonna,
Okay.
I think I'd ask Cherie to take care of it.
Oh, all right.
We do have a few announcements today before we break.
Sorry.
First, I'd like to let everyone know that over the weekend, Cumulus Broadcasting once again chose the Mobile County Animal Shelter as the beneficiary of the Gulf Coast Pet Festival. So between 10 and 2 on Saturday, more than 20 pets moved out of the animal shelter thanks to this big event and thanks to the shelter staff and all of their hard work. So that was a really good day for them. Second is this Saturday, October 18th, from 2 to 4 p.m., we're going to have a trunk or treat at Chickasaw Park, and there will be a Halloween costume contest at 3 p.m. Third thing is Operation Clean Sweep West Mobile, which is on Hubert Pierce Road, will be Saturday, October 18th from 7:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And those Operation Clean Sweeps are very important because they keep tons and tons of material out of landfills because they're able to recycle tires, they're able to recycle metal, recycle electronics. And so those are very good events for us. And finally, we were asked to announce the Greek Fest is this weekend. So make sure folks are coming to Midtown. I believe it's also the Little Sisters of the Poor Lawn Party. And there's several events happening this weekend. And I would remind everyone that you can find all of these lovely events on Mobile County's community calendar.
I would like to add something. I just want to say how happy I am that we are implementing the spay-neuter program. I think it will offer a tremendous benefit to pet owners in the community who would like to have those services of altering their pets, but but make it affordable. So working through the county, the animal shelter, will allow them to be able to make an affordable decision about doing that. The county will set up the appointments, will transport their animals to the veterinary clinic. It's a one-day service. We'll bring them back, and then the owners can pick them up in the evening. And I think this is a start. This is what we need to do. We've got a tremendous problem with overpopulation of abandoned and unwanted animals roaming the community, and it's reflected in our animal shelter, in the intakes. And so we stay at a point of being overcrowded a lot of the times. Our foster program has certainly helped, and I want to put a plug in for that. Anybody out there that's interested in either volunteering or being a part of the foster program, your help is needed. It's very important, and it helps with reducing the population at the animal shelter. But I think all of these different initiatives together in the spay-neuter program, even though it's offered to people who have pets, it does overall impact the population of animals in the community and keeps it at a manageable level. So anyway, just wanted to add that plug. Thank you.
'68, approve request for a motion to adjourn until October 27th.
So moved.
Second.
Have a great